Now, some big news coming in from Apple today. It's being reported that the Apple iPhone 12 is going to be cheaper than expected. Now, is it going to be cheaper than the previous generation iPhone? We don't know yet, but there's a multitude of factors that are leading Apple into a position where they can leverage better. Now, first of all, because of the US China trade war, Apple has been in a position of leverage so as to price out quite a number of their competitors. Now, according to this report, it says that the biggest cost in making an iPhone the is the motherboard. It's the board that connects to pretty much everything: your cameras, your sensors, your screen, your battery. Everything is connected to the central motherboard. Now, Apple has uh, Apple has made certain situations, as has been in certain situations where it had the luxury of exercising pressure, like it says right here in this article, that led it to be in a position where they could trim the cost of that board. Now, that board will cost about 40 to 50% lesser than the iPhone 11 series. However, because the iPhone 12 will be using 5G, that cost is going to be offset. 5G is relatively newer technology, so it's going to be more expensive to implement it in phones. Now, I personally am not the biggest fan of 5G technology because, excuse me, let me correct myself. I'll say I'm not a fan of 5G technology in mobile phones, at least the current generation of mobile phones, because uh, I don't find myself using any of the bells and whistles, any of the gimmicks, the AR, virtual reality, VR stuff, or any of those high bandwidth use cases where you would need a faster mobile network. 4G is more than good enough for every use case that I currently have on my phone, which is streaming YouTube, Netflix, uh, browsing the internet, social media, messaging more than enough. I don't know what current generation smartphones, what use case they have for 5G technology for requiring internet which is essentially faster. Now, 5G is absolutely fantastic for other use cases such as autonomous driving, self-driving cars. They have tremendous benefits from low latency 5G technology, Internet of Things applications. Obviously, they can benefit. But right now, it's too early to say whether or not 5G makes sense. Now, of course, there's going to be early adopters in the market, which uh, thank you to them. Thanks to them, we're going to know. The rest of us are going to know how useful or how practical 5G is in phones. Regardless, that's the direction in which the smartphone industry seems to be headed towards. Now, could they have made a non 5G version of the iPhone and had it and offset that cost uh, by 40 to 50% and pass the benefit down to the customer? Probably. But knowing Apple, they probably wouldn't. They would, it's not in their DNA to make things that aren't on on some level, a PR bleeding edge. Now, other than that, the AirPods are going to get cheaper as well because of optimizations in the PCBs, the printed circuit board designs. All in all, good news for Apple fans, Apple users, and hopefully, Apple iPhones getting cheaper would lead them to be more competitive in a few years in markets like India, which are dominated 99% by Android. We can use some more competition, especially from a company like Apple here in India. Great news. Looking forward to it.